Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me again today. Today I'm going to be actually doing like a get ready with me type video, and that way I'm just going to be giving you some information about myself so you get to know me a little better as I'm doing my makeup. I got a few oldies but goodies in here, and we're going to keep everything $10 or less, and it's actually like $8 or less, but I might put that there. I don't know yet. But everything is $10 or less. A lot of it's from my old, from my collection that I have not seriously used in a long time. So hopefully they're not expired, and hopefully some of them still work. And I think I have like just one new product. So, and that it was pretty exciting, and it's actually this lip color here. And yeah, so stay around and watch for that, because I was shook on that. And it was only $5, and it came with 3 things. All right. So yeah, you guys, if you would please subscribe to my channel, hit that notification button. Every time I upload a video, you will be notified. And yeah, it truly means so much to me when each of you subscribe. So yeah, you guys, sit back and relax, because this might be a long one, but go grab a cup of coffee or a glass of wine, and we'll just hop right into it. Today I'm going to be using all affordable makeup. I know I have another video out like that, but this one is dedicated to strictly $10 and less. The majority of it is $6 and less. I committed to $10 or less, and like I said, most of them are a lot cheaper. So, and yeah, and to touch base on the Vlogmas, yeah, I'm trying as hard as I can to even get the video as I'm getting out now. So I don't know, it's hard for me to make that strict commitment of posting either what they're doing as once every day, or once every week, or once a month, maybe. I don't know. That would be that would be interesting. I maybe go do that one. But I think I will do some videos dedicated to it. Maybe I can work it out to do once a week. And what the Vlogmas is I guess just vlogging, doing stuff for Christmas, rather just be hanging out, drinking cocoa or whatnot. But it's, so it's that. I really don't know a lot about it. It's kind of new to me as well. So, we'll see. But I started off with a nice, Christmas sweater, and then I added a little tree here, and a wreath, but you can't see it. I have it too high. So I'll try to maybe fix that, but yeah, so let's just get into today's video, and it's kind of going to be a get ready with me as well. I'm going to be talking because I'm sure a majority of you know me, but I see a lot of new subscribers, and hi, welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed to my channel. I appreciate it more than you guys can ever imagine. I never even thought I'd get 1 subscriber. So I'm happy that my family is growing very, very slowly, but it's getting there. And I truly enjoy the comments that you guys leave, and just seeing when a new subscriber comes. So I just want to talk about, again, a little bit about myself while I'm getting ready. And so yeah, hopefully I'll keep in order and I won't skip steps like I normally do. And oh Lord. So I've already put moisturizer on my face, and I've already done my eyebrows. So that will save some time there. So basically what we're just going to jump into is eye makeup. And I usually do my eyes first. All you guys know that. Very rare will I start with my face makeup. But I went to Dollar General, not Dollar Store, Dollar General. And they carry the line Believe Beauty. And yeah, it's just, I think, their personal line, and this is their primer, and they also had another shade as well, and their makeup is $5 or less, and I believe this was $4.50. So I'm going to start with that on my eyes. I'm going to prime them, and it looks like there is some kind of shade to this. Oh yeah. Hopefully it won't stay that. Yeah, no, it goes right away. And I will say it's very smooth. I always compare to my Urban Decay, and honestly, it went on very similar. It's drying down faster. So this is going to be more like the CoverGirl primer I've used, that I really have been enjoying. Yeah, so those who don't know me, my name's Laura, and I'm 49 years old. I've been married 30 years to a great great man. We've been together since we were 18. Got married at 19. I don't suggest that to anybody, but we made it work and we've done, made it last. So, yeah, he's very handy around the house. He's done some great projects. So I'm trying to get him to start a channel too. So he won't even come on here. I mean, if you guys ever meet him on here, it's because I dragged him on here. And then I have a 28-year-old son. Who's just remarkable. He's going to be married in August, and yeah, he's one of our best friends. And his fiance we couldn't ask for a better daughter-in-law. So yeah, it's very great. Yeah, great things are happening, and hopefully we'll be able to do this wedding in August. Let's keep our fingers crossed, folks. Okay, so the palette I decided to use today, it's an oldie but goodie in my collection. And sorry, it looks a little beat up, but it's the Wet n Wild. Hopefully I'm getting it. Yeah, it's a Wet n Wild palette. And I thought it would be appropriate for this occasion. And like I said, I haven't used this in a long time. So I'm actually interested to see, if I still like it. I'm sure I liked it at the time. And, it probably worked for what I was doing. And but yeah, I'm gonna really, hopefully it'll work out. I'm going to go in with it's actually, they're labeled here, I think. Yeah, these two are considered transition shades, the ones on the end. So I'm gonna just start there. I'm gonna just put a little bit on my brush because I forgot the formula on this, and I always tap my brush off because I'm always afraid to go in with way too much product, and I'd rather have less than too much, because it's easier to build up and it's harder to take away. Yeah, these formulas are not too bad. I mean, they're pretty pigmented, and they're blending out pretty good actually, so far. So yeah, I'm happy about this. I was a little nervous. I'm like, oh gosh, if they're too dry, it's just going to be really sticking, and skipping and carrying on. So I'm going to go in with my eraser brush that I love so much, and it looks like this. If you guys do eyeshadows a lot, I would really suggest going and try to find this brush. It's a Morphe. Any Ulta has them. Morphe has a website, and I always like to go around my edges just to really soften it. I just don't like harsh lines, so this kind of well, not kind of, it will soften the edges. Yeah, so a little bit more about me, so you get to know me a little better. I have 3 sisters and 1 brother, and of the sisters, there is a set of twins. And yeah, it was interesting growing up, with the twin girls, and for the longest time we couldn't even tell them apart. I think I was probably really good at it. I don't know why. I just could always tell them apart very easily. So yeah, but they did the normal twin thing, playing tricks on the teachers, and yeah, but they're great. They're best friends, of course. Usually twins, they have a connection none of us can relate to. So but we're, it's great. I'm glad that they have each other. And so it goes my oldest sister, and then it's me, and then the set of twins, and then my baby brother. So he's the baby, and unfortunately he does not live in this state. He has moved out of state, and we don't get to see him much. So that's almost, it's sad, especially around the holidays. It would be nice to see him. I actually moved out of state as well for 4 years during, when everything went kind of bad. Well, it's going bad again, but when all the shops and all that closed down, and my husband lost his job, and we had to relocate. So we moved to Virginia, and which was a great experience. It really was. I mean, I'm glad we did, and I'm glad, we got to experience it, but it's not a place that I would definitely want to live for the rest of my life. Obviously, I'm back in Michigan. You guys, I'm really actually quite shocked how well these are going on. I'm really, yeah, this is a pretty good palette. I'm actually very surprised. Like, it's very easy to blend out these colors. I mean, or shades. I always call them colors. I'm a little confused here as to why I stopped using this. That, you know what it is? I think I just got into, seeing so many palettes, and I have to have that one. I have to have that one. And, you just kind of, so this is good. I'm kind of glad because I'm dipping into stuff that I had for a long time and I stopped using for no apparent reason, just because I got something new and the poor thing, had to be shoved in the back. So yeah, Virginia. It was interesting living there. The traffic is horrendous. That's why, honestly, I wouldn't have mind living there if it wasn't for the traffic. There's a lot to do. I was in Northern Virginia, which is close to DC. So, you could just take the metro, which is like a subway type thing, and be in DC. You could pick a picnic, just sit there, and the squirrels come right up to you if you have food, and I love squirrels. So that's a little bit about me too. I love squirrels. And, so they'd come right up to you. So there was Arlington. There's so much to do there. And then there's Virginia Beach, and Jersey wasn't too far from there. You go Atlantic City. There was a lot to do. So the problem is you stop doing it because of the traffic. It wasn't even worth it after a while. So, yeah, unfortunately, but I came back home and I'm really happy. I'm a family person. So, being away from my family was very difficult. Yeah. So I'm glad to be back. And Michigan, it's a love-hate relationship. I think everybody is, who Michiganders here, I think we're all on the same page on that. So I'm trying to decide on a shimmer here. That looks like the only thing they really have here is gold. So, I'm going to just go in with my finger. Shimmers always apply a lot easier with your finger, and I'm using my ring finger. And I'm just putting it basically in the middle. And I've left this part, and I'm going to go in. There's a lighter shimmer there, and I'm going to use my pinky and just go in the inner corner, just to use all the shades in here, I guess. I don't know. So that was very nice, easy. Like I said, they're all, these shadows really performed very well. Okay, so normally I would use that little Glam Light, that felt liner that I normally use. So I found my old, hopefully it's not dried up, I don't know. It's a Wet n Wild, and it's called Breakup Proof. I always use black, usually. And yeah, so that's what it looks like. It's a little tip. I don't know how smooth this is. Yeah, like I said, I'm used to being spoiled with my Glam Light and using so let's try it. It's either dried out or this is just its performance. I mean, it's not bad. My Glam Light is a lot smoother, more pigmented. This one, it came out. But, I'm not going to be harsh on it because, yeah, it's been sitting in my drawer for quite some time. So, it could be that. So I'm not going to be mean about it. Okay, I think I think this one's going to have to go in the garbage because, like I said, I think it's dried out. So I think that's more the problem. Okay, so now we get to go into our complexion, and I'm going to be using, of course, my e.l.f. Putty here. Yeah. So how's everybody in their spirit for Christmas? Are we all in the Christmas spirit, or are we kind of, what's going on here? What? I think our whole family, both sides, have pretty much canceled the parties, just to be safe, and so that's kind of sad, you know. And just not the same this year, you know. So hopefully next year we'll all be back to our normal. And now I'm using, oh, I'm so sorry, the hard candy, and it's a hydrating primer. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I have a very strange sense of humor, just so you know. I try to hold back a lot. But it is a sticky formula, so it's very, they say it's the dupe for the milk, or yeah, the milk, wow, milk primer. And why they like it is because it is sticky, and it does help your foundation adhere a lot better. So, okay, so I got that all done, and then I'm going to go into Believe, the Dollar General store. They have the Believe line again, and I'm going to use their foundation. And I mean, check this out, $5, and it has a nice little dispenser top. And I'm going to use, I used it in like my first video, and can't remember, but it's definitely too dark for me now. So what I'm going to do is LA Girl has these, mixers that you can adjust your shades with. And I'm going to add just a little because they're pretty pigmented. And I don't feel like they alter my, the foundation for me. Okay, so hopefully it won't be too dark. I can always lighten it through concealer or powders, so we'll see what this is going to look like. And it is a thicker formula, just to be aware of that. And it's pretty good coverage. You will be amazed if you try this stuff. And I will say, well, when I first got it, I couldn't wear it. It did not look good on my skin. But that's because I had not been taking care of my skin very well. I wasn't really moisturizing. So you need to, if I suggest you try it, I would exfoliate prior to using this, and really moisturize your face for a couple days, morning and night. Only, I'm just giving that as a tip for anyone who has dry skin to begin with. You know, if you have oily skin or normal skin, it won't, I don't think it would really matter. Okay, so now I'm just going to go in with a sponge. I always do that just to either pick up, any product that's kind of just sitting on this. I add a little bit more on here after I picked it up. You'll figure out your routine. Everybody's skin's different, so this might, you might be able to just get away with a brush. I just am very, in everything I do, I'm very anal and, yeah, OCD maybe, except with my house. And I think, yeah. But a lot of things I am, so this is one of them. Okay, so it looks really good. I mean, this stuff for $5, I honestly don't get it. I don't get how a $5 foundation can be better than a lot of high-end, a lot of just any foundation. I mean, it's really good, you guys. I mean, like I said, if you have normal skin, definitely try it. If you have dry skin, take care of your skin prior to trying to even use it. Okay, so now I'm going to go into the under eyes, and I've been really enjoying this e.l.f. It's called Flawless Brightening Concealer, and I wouldn't call it a concealer. I would probably call this more a brightening formula, and possibly even a color corrector. I wouldn't go, if you had really dark circles, but it does brighten, you'll see. And then I always take, something to put on the sides here, and I'm going to use the e.l.f. their hydrating camo concealer. And I like to put that on the sides here. And then once I blend it out, you'll see that it kind of lifts that area up. So yeah, a little bit more. When I'm not doing this, I'm working, well, it used to be full-time prior to the pandemic. So what I actually do for a living is I am a manager at a dental office. And I've been in dental since the year I graduated high school, which was 1989. All of my 80 friends out there, hello, I love you guys. Let's go back to our old big hair, shall we, and our crazy makeup. But the music was phenomenal, and the movies were great. And nowadays, it's not so great. I liked our stuff way better. Yeah, the 80s was a great time. Gosh, things were just so happy. Everybody was happy. Everybody pretty much got along. I mean, I'm sure there was some things, but we just didn't hear about it back then because there wasn't all the social media. If something happened in the world, we really didn't know until the news, and that was on at 11, and we didn't stay up to watch that. So we never knew what was going on. I think that was better. But yeah, the 80s were good times. So yeah, I graduated in 89. I met my husband in 89. We got married in 90. And then I had my son in 92. We did not mess around. My nationality, my father is Mexican and my mother is Irish and German. She's a redhead with blue eyes. But all of our offspring, they all got the light hair and green or blue and gray eyes. The kids all, yep, they got my mother's genes, I think. So just skipped a generation. I'm going to use my number 7 for under my eyes. I have, there's 2 dogs that stay here. Kane, we adopted that was about 2 years ago, maybe almost 2 or 3 years ago. And Zoila, and that is a Chihuahua. And she is my mom's dog. And Kane is a mix, they're saying lab question mark mix. I'm going in with the Rimmel Stay Matte. Again, this is another one in my collection I have kind of forgotten about. So I'm just going to kind of go in lightly because I can't remember this formula here. And I'm just going to go on the T-zone because, like I said, I do like using more matte formulas around the T-zone. So yeah, Kane and Zoila. And Kane's about probably 90 pounds now. And I'm trying to see if I need to set this down. Yeah, it's still a little tacky. So you guys remember this? I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's actually a very nice powder. It's called Airspun. I'm just going to use a very light layer here. I probably took that foundation a little bit too light, but that's okay. The lighting here really, makes your face look very, how do I explain it, washed out or something. So I can see why when there's YouTubers, they say that they go in with darker foundation for camera. And I can see why, it does kind of see how I look washed out. Maybe I should have just kept it the color. It probably would have looked normal on here, not walking out in public. But okay, next I'm going to use the Rimmel bronzer. So I had the Rimmel powder and now the bronzer. And this is in the shade Sun Bronze 022. Okay, yeah, I just kind of ran through that a lot. I just added some here on my forehead and under my chin. So, because I know you guys don't want real long videos, so I'm going to try to keep this short. Anyway, so, I know when I was doing that, I thought of something on, and I know I'm going to get it because I said I'm Mexican. No, I do not speak Spanish. I never learned how. And then the words that I do think I know are totally, I say I'm wrong because my father, the one who is Mexican, he always, even English words, just anything, he'll just make up his own word. So for the longest time, I would say something in Spanish, and someone who speaks Spanish is kind of looking at me like I'm crazy. And so I come to find out he taught us, he would say things, but it's not the way it's supposed to be said. So yeah, I know very few words. Okay, so believe also has a highlighter. So I am going to use that. And okay, so it's very, very, very subtle. You want to use a little bit more than you're probably used to. Unless I'm missing something here. It might be real bright coming out to you guys. Yeah, so, I mean, yep, I'm still working, and I'm happy about that. Like I said, my hours have been cut, but that's why I kind of got into this, because I actually should have started this when we shut down, because I was bored out of my mind. But I've always wanted to do this, always. I'm going to say it started back when I was late 20s, early 30s. I don't even know if YouTube was around back then, but I pictured myself on a cooking show, which I can't cook. But I mean, at the time I was more involved in cooking, and, now I'm not. And that's only because I was not working back then, and I enjoyed cooking because I had the time. Now when I'm working, I just don't have time to cook. And but yeah, so I've always had me doing some kind of, tutorial on something. So this is right on my alley, my dream of something I've always wanted to do. The YouTube really started playing in my head, I would say, in the past. It's been a while, at least probably 5-7 years, so I finally just did it. I just said, I'm going to do it, and I did it, and I'm super happy I did. I'm really, really happy because I enjoy it, because half the time I'm talking to myself anyway, so at least now I feel not insane. Okay, so now I'm going to do under my eyes, and I usually just always use the palette that I'm using. Yeah, so tell me about you guys, what you do, what you've been doing during all this, and yeah, what do you guys think? I would love to know you guys as well, and I know there are a few on here that I become very, for advice we talk, and there's another, YouTubers that are on here that are my friends, and I appreciate everything you guys have done for me and all the questions. I truly do. I went to Walgreens the other day, and it looks like they're carrying perfusion too. And before that, the only place I was really seeing that was at Walmart. So, hey, but they had this there, and look how pretty this little package is. It has like these little snowflakes or, glitter, or it'd be a nice gift. And it's $5. And it comes with a lip liner. This is looks like some kind of lip gloss. Let me get my thing and I'll tell you what it says. It's a matte lip cream, a matte lip liner, and a metal matte lip cream as well. So you get 3 things for $5. So let's put these to the test, and if it's worth it, that is a bonus. How many people would love this as a nice little stocking stuffer or gift, and yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, again, you guys, seriously, I would love to know about you as well. And if you have any other... This is going on really creamy, you guys. We may have hit the jackpot here. Yeah, and if you have any other questions for me, ask away. I would love to see what you guys are interested in. I mean, this is really just gliding on here. Yeah, so at some point, I'm sure you'll meet our dogs. Like I said, if I do that vlog, I will definitely be having them on there. My husband, my son, and his fiance, if they agree, I would love to do it because my son's hilarious. He is hilarious. Okay, so I'm going in with that liquid lipstick. Okay, this is nice too. For liquid lipstick, I'm normally not a huge fan of those. If you remember, I did a video, I linked that down, my TJ Maxx haul. And I had got one. That's really nice. From Stila, yeah, I think that's it. And, oh, I love the color. I love the shade so much. I really did. But it was just way too dry. Like this one, look at I do that. It's not such a, yeah, it's nice. I mean, it's dry. You know, it's a dry, and let's try this metal one. This is going to be dry too. I don't think this is going to be, because it said it was a matte lipstick or metal. Now I'm going to go in. And I'm just going to do right in the center here. That kind of gives you the sensation of bigger lips, or makes it look like you have bigger lips. Okay, so yeah, I really like that. Now real quick, I'm going to spray my face. I always do. I just really think it really makes everything look, you know, all put together and meshed together to your face. It kind of melts the powders into your face. So I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Natural Finish. And I'll do that. And I'm not shy with it. I'm not shy. Okay, you guys, this is it. I mean, I just wanted to show you that you can really get a full, you know, pretty nice, almost glam look here for, not glam, but a very nice look for less than, each product was, I don't even think there was a product here $10. So it should have been actually probably $8 less. I think that was the highest, you know, highest bidder over here was like $8. And so yeah, I mean, and it's, all of these things have, they look great. I mean, the eyeshadows went on like a dream. I'm still shook on that, just shook. And then the foundation is gorgeous. I've always, you know, once like I said, I got my skin back to normal, or in a place where I want it to be, it just goes on beautifully. And it has pretty good stain power too. These lipsticks, come on, $5. You get 3 nice products, and the shade on these are really, really nice. Oh, let me tell you the shade on it, because if you want to go get it, they had other shades too. I think they had like a red, and they had like a pink, and this one is, oh gosh, so this is their nude. This is the nude. So if you want to go get them, like I said, my Walgreens had this. Bunch of palettes, brushes. Yeah, they had a lot of stuff going on. So, okay, you guys, thank you so much for staying and being with me. And hopefully you learned a little bit about me. And I would love to learn a little bit about you. Leave some comments in the description, or in the comment box, because I would love to read them. I enjoy it. You guys don't understand how much I love reading those. And yes, so you guys, thank you again. And hopefully I will do some kind of vlogmas, something. And yeah, until next time, you guys, thank you again.